Hello and welcome back to Fallout 4. This episode will be one of two options, but I think I'm going to go the route of a nuclear option, and this is also the finale. It has three different ways it can go. The nuclear option is for all three factions that you choose to help you out, and then there's the other option, which is I think the nuclear family, which is if you help the Institute instead, so you betray everybody that helped you. So let's roll that intro, and I'll catch you guys here in about 10-20 seconds. Alright, and we're back, so let's get in the elevator and get out and get this going. Wait, what? Oh. Automatic. Nice.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
No use. Can't pick this. Would need the key. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh, it'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Please, Sean, I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you, kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone, even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above. Members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
60 years. So much time. Wasted.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand or agree with the decision. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So what I read was the way you ask these questions and the way you get the responses is what quest you end up taking. And I hope I get the one I want, because I don't want to help the Institute. I'd rather go against him.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
I won't be a part of this. I can't.
Why? Because of the reputation of the Institute. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
I'm sorry to hear that. I had certainly hoped we could work together. But every man must make his own decisions. If you choose to leave, I cannot force you to stay. Understand, though, that I cannot allow you to remain within the Institute. You may have safe passage back to the relay, where you will be sent back to the surface. But from that point, you must be considered. I am sorry. I must think first of the safety of the Institute. And in the cruel world that has developed, those who are not with us are... The elevator will return you to the relay.
Those who are not with us are against us. I don't know what he said for the first part. Alright, so it looks like that's it. That ain't cool. Alright, so I'll just walk out of here all nonchalant. This video is going to be very short, apparently. So that last question, I think if you would have picked that you would stay, then you would just work with the Institute. And like do missions like Kellogg, I think. I can't remember what the quest log said for that. Place does look cool though. It's like an indoor sanctuary, more or less. So it's supposed to be like the salvation of the nuclear war. But it ended up not doing... Whoops, wrong way. It ended up not doing anything because everybody didn't know what it was. They would have grabbed everyone and brought them in and there wouldn't be so many issues. But of course, you know, people would want to be outlaws because that's the way it is. 50-50 chance on anybody actually getting in and out of the thing. Alright, so I gotta do this other mission for the railroad. No way. Well, I forgot to save before I got in here, so I'll meet you guys back here in a second. Alright, so we're back. If I did the last thing, I only failed the one persuasion attempt that I actually completed. So let's try this again. I did save right before I talked to you guys again. What the hell? Why can't I get out of the armor? Am I not allowed to take the armor off in the Institute? That's terrible. And I found out you're supposed to upload this one because I couldn't figure out what it was. The message popped up right when you left. I didn't see it earlier. So this will contact the Patriot from last episode they were talking about. Oh, okay, so it worked this time. It didn't kick me out. Where am I supposed to go?
Useless.
Oh, okay, I am able to go back down. Well, that's weird. Because it didn't tell me to do anything. I might have to go back out. Let me try. Let me try going down here again and see what happens. If I can't go and do anything, then I will head back up. And I'll cut it out. Elevators are really slow. So many damn synths. I don't think it'd be fun to live in a community that's nothing but synths. I think it would suck. Alright, yeah, I think meeting the Patriots up outside. Yeah. Alright. Head back up. Place is creepy as hell. Oh, there's a cursor. Tell just by the outfit. Funny, the elevator's slower than hell going down, but fast as hell going up. Alright, I suppose just leave the place and see what happens. Oh, I failed that mission. Whatever. Oh, I guess that does it for this whole series. I will catch you guys in the next part where we're going to be doing probably the... Oh, actually, you know what? I haven't even completed... No, never mind. I haven't even completed everything. Yeah, because there's still technically a mission that's called the nuclear option. She's gonna be pissed that it didn't help her. Oh, here comes the lag. I hate this place.
Sorry, Tinker Tom's got me
Bad
doing...
news. They kicked me out of the Institute. I can't get back in.
Well, thank God you're still alive. Listen, I don't need the details. We were asking the impossible. At this point, we're done. Our only chance to do anything in the Institute was contacting Patriot.
I think off camera I'll go back and do that option somehow.
So we hit a snag and you're giving up?
No one has ever made it to the Institute uninvited before. Ever. And even if we could get in, without help, the Railroad simply doesn't have the numbers to do anything to the Institute. To forcibly free the synths in the Institute, you need an army. And there's only one army that's ever beat the Institute. The Minutemen. Unfortunately, they're long gone now. Last I heard, there was a remnant of them holed up near Concord, a place called Sanctuary. It's not much to go on, but unfortunately, that's our only hope.
Well, I might do two separate ones here, because it looks like we actually get to go finish that part. I thought this video was over. Oh well. Preston!
Take care of your gun, it'll take care of you.
I need your help to attack the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
Can you help me or not?
I'd like to help, but you know my situation. I've got to deal with the immediate problems first. Stay sharp. Don't let your guard down.
Alright, so I suppose I'll go off camera and finish up all the Minutemen stuff. Because I think there's like 3 or 4 of them total. I can't remember exactly how many. But, I'll do that and then I'll come back to you guys and we'll finish up this quest where we actually go attack the Institute. I think that's the final mission here. So I'll catch you guys in a minute. Alright, welcome back. I only had to do like 2 missions until he was a companion, and now he has the option to do the attack. He actually allowed me to say that it's a bad idea. You get this quest here, so then we'll have to do whatever this is. I don't know. I haven't read into this too much.
Excuse me.
We'd better discuss what to do about the Institute.
I say we attack. Take the fight to the Institute.
I'm all for that, but we don't have any way to hit them yet. You should give Sturgis that holotape with the Institute data on it. With any luck, he can use it to find some way in. In the meantime, we can focus on building up our strength while Sturgis is working his end. No half measures. This time, when we attack, we finish the job, once and for all. I've got something for you to do right now, actually. I've heard that folks at Finch Farm need some help. The Minutemen should be the ones that answer that call. Remember, every settlement we help is one step closer to the day when we can take on the Institute.
Alright, so I'm gonna give dude Sturgis, or whatever his name is, the tape. Which I hope he's in here. Yeah, he's sleeping. Oh no, he's outside working on the house. And then I'll come back again when I have enough settlements to actually go attack the Institute, and I'll try
a
to
nice spot of ground to plant
make this
whatever
video
you
of
got.
just that.
Full scan of
Anything
the
fresh
Institute
would be a
network.
great change for us. Well,
Get up, Sturgis.
alright. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
We need a way to bring the fight to them.
Let's hope we got something we can use. Well, they sure aren't gonna fall for that teleport hijacker trick twice, even if it wasn't a smoking pile of scrap metal. All the good stuff on here is gonna be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Alright, so that's done. Alright, so we got those 2 to do, and then I'll be back. So I'll catch you guys in a few minutes. Well, for you guys it'll be like 2 seconds. Alright, so welcome back. I've realized that this one episode is going to just be the mission of Institutionalized, and then after that I'm going to do a bunch of off-camera stuff getting the Minutemen all put back together, and then I will be back for the next episode to do either the next big mission or the nuclear option. I don't really know what I'm going to call it yet, but I will post it as the next mission, so be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.